good evening, good afternoon, lads, ladies, pirates, players, real people behind the profile stats. Differences between players, differences between guilds, differences between the people, their cultures, their religions, their understandings, their approach, their practices, their beliefs, their colours, the envelopes that are coming to this world that we live in today. Differences. Why do you think all 5 of your fingers, whether you believe there's 4 fingers, 1 thumb, why do you feel as if there is a difference? And when it all comes together, what do you feel makes a hand, a fist? Is the differences, is the key. Whether you believe or you don't believe, whether you see or you don't see it, you'll come to know ultimately with time that the best way to approach things in life and more is through the differences that we have. Allow the differences to unite the people, to know, to understand that that's what makes us unique, because of the differences that we allow the people to understand and feel that we need one another's. Why do you think that we have to be people that help the elderly? We have to be people that help the poor, the ones that don't have any parents, the ones that feel cold through the night. Why do you feel it is important that we, the people, must help the elderly and the blind to cross the road, to help people to carry their shopping? Do you not see what I'm trying to say? The differences of the world, of Plunder Pirates. It is important that we all have these differences, being part of different countries around this beautiful globe. That's what brings us together, and that's what holds us together. We are all part of that important piece of the puzzle that is so important. Without it, nothing means anything. But then when you begin to impose your ways through war, first you send scientists in to investigate us, and then you use science as a tool to begin a system towards military use. And then you want to put your puppets and muppets in places to then cause them all to become the same. That's where corruption starts to crawl in. See, I must have said this a long time ago. I'm going to say it one more time. When you got a court case, the point isn't to spend £5,000 or dollars, euros or yen or rupees or real or yen towards your own case. You can spend a little bit towards the other case and corrupt the other side. You understand what I'm saying? You're guaranteed to win. But the thing is, doing this, as I said, doing this wrong is, I give you example, a Qatar. Those people, when they done the World Cup, they had the opportunity to just make the real noise, which was the Middle East, you understand what I'm saying? They could have done that, but instead the media had their flags waving high with human rights abuses and stuff like that. So they didn't even give them a chance to even think straight, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just big brain it all. At the end of the day, this game of life and death is within your own hands, is within your own hearts. Don't make it a big thing. The difference is what should bring the people together. See that tavern there, look, with the dodo, look. You see the tavern, you see why all the pirates are different, yeah? See, I explained to you, right? If all of these pirates were all the same, they all were bucks, yeah? It'd be boring. If they're all gunners, it'd be boring. If they're all brutes, it'd be boring. If they're all thieves, it'd be boring. Sky raiders, bombers, witch doctors, juggernauts, skellies, heavy gunners, priestess, gunslingers, aeronauts. They're all different, yeah? They're all different. But when they all come together, they make a great team. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? That's the one, yeah? That's what I'm trying to say, see? See all the legendary pirates? You see them all? There's a great thing about them because they all are different from one another's. But when they all come together, they make things happen. That's the one. Well done. That's the one. This is why differences are important. And we need to keep those differences going. Don't try to make everyone the same, because as soon as everyone becomes the same, the world will end. You understand what I'm saying? The differences is what helps us to recognize one another's. And the differences is what should amaze us about how beautiful this world really is. You see how many types of birds there are in the world? Do you understand what I'm saying? That's the thing. It's important to understand that differences have the right to exist. It is important that we prioritize the importance of what is priority number one for humanity. You want to high five and fly your flags for the support of certain countries. There's people that have been suffering for longer. Who's going to fly the flag for them? Who's going to ever worry for them? They've got elderly too that get cold in the middle of the nights. They have babies too that hear destruction outside their windows and their doors every single day for so many years it's been happening. There's people out there that be suffering too. And all we worry about is our own, do you understand? As time goes on, see, the thing is, we remember one another in our time of need. But during our time of ease, we don't even bother calling one another. We don't even bother asking one another. We don't even bother turning to one another. And that's what it is. That's where another 1 or 2 generations of this type of AI algorithm dynamics of gameplay life and beyond, and that's it. It's all gone. My grandpa would always tell me, never be upset longer than 1 hour. Never be upset with one another for longer than 1 hour. Never be disheartened with one another longer than 1 hour. But when you look at one another now, you see that we get upset with each other from New Year's to New Year's to New Year's. You know, sometimes it's like swinging from branch. We're still stuck on that same branch. We never let go. It's time that we begin to unite for the right reasons. It's time to come together for the right reason, for the right purposes. If you want to talk about humanity, we have to think right. We have to put our hearts in the right places. Differences in gender, colour. We need to unite for the right reasons, and then we will perform the best, you see. I'm not saying compromise. I'm saying there's some things that we need to deal with in life and humanity that are far more important than the skin colour. And that's what it's all about. It's good to have these different flags, but we can still unite when it comes to an important cause that's causing too much trouble. We need to come together as a people. Now is the time. We need to begin to familiarize ourselves with what is important and allow this gameplay to bring the light into our lives. If you hear my voice, echo, be assured, I'd always be there for you. And all those that be worthy, gonna be the patash, that's the one. See, number one there, but I'm gonna be the patash there, that's the one. Yeah, wishing you well, wherever you may be. Keep smiling, keep shining, keep rising for your own gameplay enjoyments as it begins to continue to evolve. But most importantly, the real life, that's the one. Number one, my pirate subscribers, the number one, my busy. That's the one.